You're watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories right now. And topping our list for you tonight, the cybersecurity issue continuing to plague East Tennessee Children's Hospital. This afternoon, we received an update from the hospital saying the response to this issue, quote, remains active and ongoing. Now, despite this, Children's Hospital still caring for patients. They do not want parents to wait if their child needs help. As a matter of fact, we spoke with a mother from Kingsport, Tasha Love. Her daughter, Amelia, has been a patient of East Tennessee Children's Hospital since she was a baby, born 15 weeks early with a hole in her heart.
I had called the hospital yesterday because I had gotten a weird text message Sunday. Normally for a CT scan with sedation, you arrive 90 minutes early. This text message had stated to arrive 30 minutes early, and I thought that's kind of odd. So I called, and they had said that their systems were down. They didn't know if they'd be able to do it.
Now, Love called back this morning. They were not able to do the scan. She was understanding, though, saying she feels there are other kids in more dire situations than her daughter. As for personal information, cybersecurity experts say it is important for adults to keep an eye on their information as well as their kids' information. Right now, East Tennessee Children's Hospital is not revealing the scope of the situation right now, but the hospital says it will provide updates when they are available. Also, thanking everyone for their patience and understanding. Now, Children's Hospital says to call this number that we have on your screen right now if you need to contact the hospital about your child's appointment or test for today or tomorrow. The number 865-541-8003. The hospital, by the way, says all East Tennessee Children's Hospital locations and services are open right now. And of course, we will put this information on our website at WATE.com. Next here in the Big 7, today marks 20 days since Russia invaded Ukraine, and Russian forces are now escalating their attacks on the capital city. A temporary curfew is now in place in Kyiv as the civilian death toll is rising there. Multiple residences in the nation's capital today were hit by Russian airstrikes. In Washington, the White House announced President Biden will travel to Brussels next week for a summit with all 30 NATO members. Meanwhile, fears are spreading that Russia could use chemical weapons as a pretext to escalate its attacks.
Any use of chemical weapons will be a violation of international law.
We're going to be able to quickly ramp up our response and help alleviate the suffering that Putin's war is causing.
The military and humanitarian toll is growing by the hour. The UN now says more than 3 million refugees have fled Ukraine since the war began. In response, the EU and the UK announced another round of sanctions targeting Russian businesses and oligarchs. Now, Russia has responded by imposing personal sanctions on President Biden and other top national security officials. Well, next here in the Big 7, another guilty plea has been entered after a raid on a public building. James Hickman entered a guilty plea yesterday in federal court to his role in a drug conspiracy. He's facing a mandatory minimum of 5 years in prison, up to 40 years, plus from 4 years to life under supervised release. Now, along with the plea, Hickman admits that he worked with others to distribute cocaine. The plea also references one alleged drug deal caught on a wiretap, with Hickman asking to buy drugs from others named in the indictment, including Juan Lopez Gallardo. Now, we learned about this after the raid last fall on the Sevier County Courthouse, focusing on the county clerk's office. Yesterday, a former clerk's office worker, Roberta Allen, pleaded guilty. Another ex-worker, Brandy Thornton, has asked for a separate trial. Prosecutors claim they were connected to Lopez Gallardo as part of an alleged stolen vehicle ring operating out of Florida and Sevier County, as well as a cocaine ring operating out of Kodak. Of course, we'll keep following this case for you. Next here on the Big 7, a new bill just passed the State House requiring police officers to live in the county they patrol. Now, this issue came up when the chief of police in Memphis argued the region's residency requirement was hindering recruitment efforts and ultimately leading to staffing shortages. For a while, lawmakers were debating if this ban should apply in just Memphis or be statewide. Well, yesterday, the State House passed a ban on residency requirements on a statewide level. It now sits on the governor's desk for his signature. Next on our big list for you tonight, minimum wage in Tennessee is set at $7.25. However, some Tennesseans could be getting paid less. In fact, businesses in Tennessee that apply for a certain waiver are allowed to pay people with disabilities below minimum wage. Now, a bill is making its way through the state capitol to ensure those with disabilities receive equal pay opportunities. WATE's Kristen Gallant spoke with Jeff Strand, a former special education teacher who now works with state legislators, monitoring and pushing for bills that benefit Tennesseans with disabilities.
People with disabilities make 72 cents on the dollar. They are impoverished at a rate twice that of other Tennesseans. They're employed at a rate half that of other Tennesseans. And if we really believe that everybody can succeed in this state, we have to give people the tools and the opportunity to succeed.
Strand says this motion is a huge step in righting this injustice, as this bill would not only not allow any Tennessee entity to apply for a 14C waiver. Now, the House still has to vote on the bill before it makes its way to the governor's desk and becomes law. Next in the Big Seven, there's a new officer in town. 10-year-old DJ Daniel has a goal to be sworn in by as many law enforcement agencies while he's still able to. DJ has been diagnosed with a form of terminal spinal and brain cancer, and his family has been traveling across the country so DJ can be sworn in by as many agencies as possible. Well, while in Memphis, DJ did not just get sworn in with MPD. He is also now an honorary sheriff's deputy for multiple Mid-South agencies, a special deputy of the U.S. Marshal's Office, TBI agent, an FBI agent, and a THP officer.
This is pretty much winner chicken dinner.
I don't know. Memphis takes the show. I don't know what else to say.
DJ's love for law enforcement came after his family moved to Houston 2 weeks before Hurricane Harvey hit, destroying their home and forcing them to move into the city's convention center. His family says he became close to the officers there and wanted to give that appreciation back. And rounding out the Big Seven for us tonight with some exciting news, the Vols on their way to Indy. The men's basketball team just left campus this afternoon. They're traveling to Indianapolis for the first round of the NCAA tournament. Now, they do so fresh off a massive SEC championship win, as you know, their first since 1979. And we caught up with a couple players from that 79 season today. They passed along some advice and encouragement for the Vols ahead of the NCAA tournament.
You know, they kind of messed us up because we was carrying that fame for a long time. You know, we was wondering how long it was going to be before somebody break it, but get a chance to win. But I'm glad to see these guys done it.
It stays with you and those memories. And when you see the team, when I see my teammates that come back to Knoxville for games, we always talk about that, and it's just something that hangs with you forever.
By the way, the Vols play Longwood Lancers at 2:45. Tip-off on Thursday.